tricky, tricky. It's not really a corner. It's like 5 corners in one.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though. Oh, predicted pit stop strategy has appeared on my screen. Apparently, lap 6 to 7 can go soft to hards, but also you can do a 2-stop if you do 2 softs and mediums, doing 6 laps on those softs each. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights at the Chinese Grand Prix. The revs are up, and away we're not going on my screen. Everyone's still on the grid.
Oh,
Fatboy
yes.
Slim has apparently jumped the start. Now we're off.
Yep, that might have been something that could be negotiated later at the moment, but it looks like the negotiations between Apollo...
The Sheriff! The Sheriff! He did get the quick draw! The Sheriff into the lead at turn 1, and the Red Bull is trying to go around the outside of the AlphaTauri through turn 2, and he doesn't. Ascendance holding off Simply Air as the Sheriff. Oh, he gets a bit of a wiggle on, does the Sheriff, and now the AlphaTauri is sending it down the inside through the kink, into the hairpin. Goes Ascendance, he gets back, and Simply Air is going to try and get the traction on both of them. He gets by the Mercedes, so the Mercedes has dropped back to 3rd and 4th.
Look at Simply Air making that move there. He just kind of just stood back a little bit, judged the 2 guys up ahead, battling it out, and then just absolutely sent it, and just, you know, decided, like, hey, it's my time to punch the air as much as Simply Air can do, and then it's him up into P2.
Loving these punts from you, Biggles. Apparently there's another 2-stop strategy you can do. You can go softs, mediums to mediums, where you pit for mediums once on lap 6 and once on lap 21, as that has just appeared on my screen. Look at the Hoff going from 18th to 16th on those hard tires. Not too bad from the Golden Boy himself.
The Renault driver that I cannot pronounce has dropped a couple of places as well, so he's not having the start that he wants. So we can see all the drivers down the main back straight here. Well, it's the only straight. And looks like the Ferrari driver is going to make a... No, he doesn't. He backs off a little bit. And looks like the inside there. That's Cracky.
Cracky Jr. gives the McLaren a bit of a squeeze, and he gets done by Noof as well. But Cracky Jr. is up into P6.
Also, down the main straight. DRS is not enabled yet until the next lap, which is...
Ooh, Killam has smacked into the back of Apollodorus, and he had something interesting happen. And what happened to the Bud?
The Bud is... The Bud is like...
He spun!
He
spun! The Ferrari has spun and gone wing first into the wall at the hairpin. He's down to 18th, and he'll have to come in for a change. He is absolutely fuming.
Mediums too. Mediums. He's the first of the medium runners.
On that he could be, if there's a 2-stop strategy on right now, he could be net lead of the race right now. You don't know.
So Noof is in the big zone. Noof is Noof is spun.
Oh, something awful. Noof is spun it again.
Not quite sure what happened.
He's down the order.
Definitely.
And now we look at the McLaren in 6th of Apollodorus. He's going to be coming under pressure from an AlphaTauri of top-tier Noob down the straight.
Yeah,
that DRS is now open. Here he goes to the inside, goes top-tier Noob into the hairpin. Easy move, top-tier Noob into P6.
He's about to lose out to Noof, right? Noof is about to... Neves made a big mistake there. So there's a big squabble here. P11, P12, P13. And it looks like Noof has got past Neves just a little bit. Look at these Neves, all the ends.
Noof already trying to start his recovery drive.
Too soon?
Other than Alex, but that's because I'm the reason he's in this league. No, not too soon. You can do whatever you want. So look at that. Ignite up to 6th. Let's go, boys. Let's go. The Haas. I'm sorry. I should be non-biased. Oh, and I just saw a move. There's a battle going on between the Haas and Vitchins right now. As going into Sector 2, he sent it down the inside of the hairpin, but nothing doing yet. As top-tier Noob goes on for another laps. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. He goes into the pits. As there's yellow flag. Oh, it's top-tier Noob! Took a top-tier Noob. He's had a horrible mistake. Losing his wing. That's awful for the AlphaTauri driver. As he's missed the pit lane, he has to drive backwards. Just a donut. He misses that as well. He still has his overtake button on. Oh, it's all gone horribly for the AlphaTauri driver as he finally brings it into the pits, having already lost all his time.
Yeah, top-tier Noobers, no time to play sandcastles right now, okay? It's recession is over. It's back to school. It's back to racing.
They are working for the man. Oh, the Huff, as you see that, gets a massive moment, and Ascendance swoops around the outside. I swear, Biggles.
I wasn't on board with the Hoff. I was not on board. I just mentioned him.
You have the most potent commentator's curse I have ever come across in my life. As you were saying, oh, the Hoff working well.
The Hoff.
Tire
I'm sorry, sir.
Immediately spins. Not spin, has a half spin. Looks like we got to wait for that battle to happen so we can see as Ascendant sends the fastest lap of the race, and he's only 2.7 seconds behind these top two cars.
Well, at the front two, the front two.
He goes down the inside of Ignite, and he's going to try and hold around the outside now of turn 2. Can he get it? Can he get it? Gets the traction, he does! Great move by the Williams using his overtake button to get it. They both have their overtake button going. Vichins has run out of ERS. Ignite still has a bunch of ERS left. Around the outside goes the Haas. He's holding it so far. He's holding it so far onto the curb. Can he get the traction down? They're still side by side, and the Haas stays ahead. Fighting through all of Sector 1 and a bit of Sector 2 were the Williams and the Haas. This is great between these two fantastically talented drivers. A humongous compliment, because this race so far has been absolutely brilliant. How brilliant? Well, just look at Ignite right now. The battle between him, Santiago, and Simply Air. Look at that. The three of them all separated by about half a second as Santiago dives it down the inside. Into the hairpin goes Santiago, and he's up into second place, passing the Haas driver. And now Simply Air is going to want to try and make quick work of him down this next straight as well, going into Sector 1 on lap 14 of 28. We're halfway done. The Chinese Grand Prix. And he will... Oh, the Sheriff's gone way wide! He's in the gravel and he's spun out of the snail section. The Sheriff, he's trying to get it the right way around again. He's going to get passed by the Hoff. So now it's my commentator's curse. The battle I'd been waiting for no longer can happen as Noof gets by the Sheriff. He drops down to P8 as well. And his tires are going to be absolutely lit up, but not in a good way, as they are going to be overheated. Oh, kill him! Oh no, it's there. He just threw it around the outside, and he has wing damage now. It's Apollo de Ros.
There you go.
What country is he from, actually?
I'm not quite
I'm making
sure.
all these Latin jokes. He's probably German or something, and I'm just embarrassing him. Anyway, with the DRS goes Apollo on Simply Air, pulls it to the inside. Being respectful, Apollo Doros round the inside, covers off the move. Switchback move from the lead. Nope. Simply Air just couldn't get the traction down in time for the switchback, and Apollodorus up into the podium positions.
You had to keep it clean.
Medium tires.
Had to keep it clean, right? Because that's the admin you're messing with, you know. You don't bite the hand that feeds you.
No, I didn't really plan on it.
Now this is where the slipstream comes into effect. Look at this. Gain, 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 gain. Boop, get the DRS beep in your ear, and look at that. It's just like the Sheriff is a sitting target. And
he knows what's going on too. Not using any overtake, but braking late to try and get it. Does the Sheriff. Tries to switch back, and he gets the power down well, but not well enough to defend against those fresher medium tires. And Noof up into 6th, but it will be up to 4th because Apollodoros and Santiago have both pitted.
But he's not over yet. He's not over yet. Oh no!
Stiff contact between the Williams and the McLaren.
Mentions
get away scot-free. He gets it back. Apollodoros with wing damage. Now
big wing damage.
And now Ignite is going to be licking his chops going through the snail section. He knows that McLaren's going to be slow. He wants it. I think now we also have to try and consider if Ascendance is going to try and go to the end on those mediums, but I doubt it. As will he come to the pit now? No, he doesn't pit now. But we pay attention to the Sheriff as he is behind Cracky Jr., closing in at a rapid pace. Using that overtake, he looks for it, and he's pushing him through the hairpin, and he maybe gave a little bit of a NASCAR-style bump and run as the Sheriff almost side by side with the Red Bull going through the final corner. He'll have the DRS and all of the overtake once again. Here comes the Sheriff, gets around the Red Bull into P3, and he will once again try to hunt down the mayor to claim that bounty on that Red Bull's head.
He wants to hunt down Simply Air for sure.
He got away last time, and he had to set the Sheriff off his trail, but now he's back on his horse, and he is well fed and rested, and he's ready to hunt him down. 8 seconds in the next 9 laps. I've seen crazier happen. But look at Ascendance. He's already on the back of Noof. He is lighting his soft tires up as much as he can. Down the inside of Noof goes Ascendance. Into P4. Sends out the Red Bull almost. The sister team. Not
He'll
the
get the
junior
undercut.
team,
He should get the better exit.
The AlphaTauri.
Oh, he does.
No, not quite.
Yeah.
And now Ascendance is going to try and fly past the Red Bull wings. That is Cracky Jr. They're already lowering the gap. Here comes Ascendance on Cracky Jr. Will he make a move around the outside of turn 1? Side by side go basically the two Red Bull.
Oh, he spins!
Touch! Cracky Jr. His left front axle touches the rear right tire of Ascendance. Ascendance now with only 7 seconds to the leader. He's up into third. That was a racing incident in my view. Biggles, what do you think? Simply Air has a penalty.
It does.
Simply
It
Air
does.
has a penalty.
A lap, then he's looking for the top step.
It's Hollers. Hollers is spun and he's got wing damage. And the Hoff is now up into P11.
That's the McLaren driver dropping. He's got at least a 12-second gap. Oh, no, he doesn't. And well, he at least have a little bit of a gap to Gimp that's running in P14. So get those tires up in there and cool yourself off and resume racing.
Doing his best impression of me last season in LOR and spinning in that McLaren. Unfortunately for him, he's down to P13. And those hard tires are going to be cooked for the remainder of this race. It's O'Killum again. He spun on those mediums with 4 to go. And now he's down to 13th, which promotes the Hoff into 11th.
Come on, Hoff, get some
One more
points.
mistake from someone, and the Hoff can get points in that Ferrari. Is that Ferrari's first points this season? Might be. But Ascendance, DRS on Simply Air now. Is there much Simply Air can do? Not really with those tires. They're weaving down the straight. Ascendance takes the lead of the race, and an absolutely incredible race. The switchback Simply Air also has wing damage, as we've just seen that for the first time, and Ascendance into the lead on those soft tires. His race has been absolutely phenomenal, and with 3 laps to go, he's just gonna keep it calm, and fingers crossed, can cross the line.
Mate.
He really is on those fresher medium tires with the DRS open. He has no battery left, 0%, gets it back under overtaking. And there we go with a switchback move from the Sheriff on the hard tires. He's not gonna go down without a fight. But it looks like Santiago with the inside to this corner. Santiago gets the move done, and he is now the lead Mercedes as we go on to the final lap of the Chinese Grand Prix now. Both of them squabbling. They might not reach Simply Air at this point, so that bounty will not be claimed. Look at him now through the snail section for the final time, about to go on to this back straight where he could just admire this absolutely incredible strategic drive that he's done. Everything's been perfect. His strategy, his overtakes, his defensive moves, his driving. And now he looks at this beautiful architecture of the Chinese Shanghai circuit one last time. Into the hairpin, braking hard at the curb. Chewy gets another penalty. And there's yellow flags as Ukilin finally retires from the race. But now through the final turn, Ascendance has climbed the ladder of the standings today. And across the line, he will climb to the top step of the podium. Ascendance wins the Chinese Grand Prix for AlphaTauri. They've done it again. Simply across the line in second, but the Sheriff gets him. The Sheriff claims that bounty in the end, and he split it with Santiago as the 2 Mercedes complete the podium. Simply Air will finish down in 4th as Noof gets a 5th place, well-deserved. Cracky Jr., after having a bit of coming togethers with himself, finishes in 6th, and same with Apollodorus. The battle between Vetchins and Ignite ends with Vetchins finally getting it over the Haas driver as both of them get... Oh no! He had a penalty, so Ignite actually ends up finishing in 8th. Good job for the Haas.
Let's see where the Hoff comes. Come on,
Here
Hoff.
comes the Hoff across the line.
Does he get a point for the team? No, he doesn't. Just outside of it.
8.6 per seconds. Oh. 2... Who won the race again?
Oh. Don't let
I'm kidding.
Don't let Ascendance.
I'm kidding. Ascendance wins.
Yeah, and
Ignite with the driver of the day. Ignite with the driver of the day. Go on, lad.
Look at that dance there. So he's not only a driver, he's a dancer. Hold that trophy up, sir. That's another one to your collection. And shake that champagne.
Ascendance smashes the champagne. He covers the AlphaTauri representative. And now, celebration for the German as he gets it done. What a race that was, Biggles. What a race.
It's always a race, isn't it? It is always a race. These guys can just deliver and deliver and deliver. They don't give me a chance to go grab a beer. I had to stay here because there's so much action.
Other than Simply Air, who had a couple penalties.
So as soon as he got the trifecta, right? As soon as he got the trifecta. Qualifying,
yeah, he did.
Race win, and the fastest lap. So
fastest lap.
Yep, that's the trifecta.
And fastest lap by an absolute mile. Look at that.
Yeah.
Half a second between, nothing close.
So run through the order
So
there.
the finishing results are Ascendance, the Sheriff who claims the bounty, and Santiago for the podium. 2 Canadians of Simply Air and Noof in 4th and 5th. Cracky Jr. in 6th. Apollodorus finishes 7th. Ignite has ignited his tires and ignited that Haas to its fullest potential in 8th, but no electrical fire for him. 16th to 8th. Amazing job. Neves in 9th. And Maprodoirishman Vitchins in 10th in the Williams. Hasselhoff almost in the points in 11th, and then Gimp, Bud, top tier noob, Chewy Québécois, Haulers.